Hello. I know it's been a while, but I am here with a development update. To start, I have a confession to make. Events happening in my personal life meant that I haven't been able to work on these routes for about a month. In this video, I will go through the developments of each route since my previous video, and I will also describe the plan for each one. But before I do that, I feel there are a few things I need to clarify. You all asked some excellent questions in my previous video, and although I answered most, if not all of them, I feel I can clarify a bit further in these questions. To start with the big one, how much will it cost? I have mulled this over time and time again and considered everything and came to this. It will cost you, drumroll please, nothing. It's going to be freeware. Are you going to be working on all of them simultaneously? No. I feel if I can put all of my attention into one area, the more passionate I'll be about that area, meaning I will notice more details and take them into account, because that's what generally happens. So I don't see how that would change. Why isn't it all being included as one big extension? The two main reasons I outlined in my answer still stand. I tried to merge just Waterloo to Southampton Central and Portsmouth Harbour, and Southampton Central to Weymouth, and then the game crashed upon loading. So I had to get rid of that and continue as is. Maybe in the future someone with a more powerful computer would be able to merge these extensions, but until then these routes would be separate. Are any trains going to be included? As mentioned earlier, this project will be freeware, so no trains will be included. You'd have to get them on your own. I feel I've clarified some of these questions that may have had an open-ended answer, so let's move on to the developments with the routes themselves. I'm going to be honest here. The only sort of thing I really did on this route was tidy up some sections of track. This is including the Basingstoke Canal Viaduct, which in its own right took longer than it really should have. I began laying the third rail on this route, and then I raised the track level between the Battledown flyover and just north of Eastleigh after discovering a fault with one of the gradients I used. I tidied up the Basingstoke area and prepared crossings and bridges for initial close-up scenery. For the future, I'm probably not going to be working on this much, as I'm waiting for Just Train's extension, which does include Southampton Central to Eastleigh, so implementing this would save me a lot of time. Thus why I didn't increase the track level through Eastleigh. Once again, not too much has happened here. I've completed the Westbury yards and labelled them to a certain accuracy. No pictures of yard plans are online, and I live a fair bit away from Westbury, so I haven't chased this down. I've also finished labelling the Salisbury yards, however, with the Just Trains extension, this would soon be made redundant. I also completed the third rail section at Basingstoke. Next up is actually Suburban London, and it's 63 extra stations, including Malden Manor, Worcester, Virginia Chester North, Long Cross and Stoke, Barnesbridge, Aston, Sunbury, Upper Halifax, Windsor and Jefferson, Reading, and Chertsey. Yes, there's a fair few of them. I have done the track and the initial stations for the Chessington branch, although these stations do need custom assets, because the state of this is just... it's not good enough. Honestly, that applies for all routes, so custom assets will be something that I'll be doing in the future. Not only that, for the future, I will be continuing the track on this route to the destinations outlined. I had done the third rail only to realise in the driver's eye view that the heights of certain stations and sections of track were wrong. So after attempting to fix that, I placed bridges and level crossings ready for close-up scenery. Now for the future, other than for my mini tutorial series coming up of course, this will be the route I focus my attention on. And with the recent release of the Vegetation Pack by Armstrong Powerhouse, I am keen to try that out on this route. So that's where everything is as of right now. I completely understand if you are underwhelmed by the lack of progress achieved, but I will update you all in the coming months. If you have any further questions, please ask away in the comments. Thank you all for checking in on this update, and I will see you all in the coming videos. Take care.